Alrighty guys, welcome back. I'm gonna try to keep this video kind of short because I have a headache and it's 12 and I want to go to sleep. I finished this up today. This is a MPC 74 Plymouth Roadrunner. I had a poll on my Instagram asking should I make it into a 4x4, and at the time it's all yes now, but at the time it was 2 yes and 2 no, so it was tied for a little while. So what I ultimately decided to do was do stock tires up front and truck tires in the back, so it's got more dirt tires in the rear of it. And yeah, I'm just using this M2 Machines base because I actually really like this base. I was going to throw it out, but I decided to keep it and just paint over what the car was because it was a 57 Chevy on this thing. But yeah, my idea behind this car was I kind of got inspired by Roadkill a little bit. Kind of like, not General Mayhem, but more like, what's it called? The Disgusting from Roadkill. Kind of like where it's a cool body style, but it's really rusted and just kind of an open canvas for thrashing on. That's kind of where this thing kind of came into existence. I wanted to do some weird color options for this thing, so it's as close as I could get to Petty Blue. It's actually a Krylon color, light blue, with some dark blue interior. My idea behind this is that this car was sitting in a field for a while. It had some rat action. That's why the seats are all ripped up in there. But they did clean up the interior. It is nice and clean in there. And they did put a roll bar in this thing, so it's not that unsafe. Still probably unsafe to thrash around in, but whatever. So it is nice and cleaned up on the inside, probably vacuumed and wiped down and whatever. All the wildlife that would be in there that wants to kill you is probably long gone. So they took care of that. But the rest of the car, the outside is all filthy because they just took it out of the field, cleaned up the interior, put new wheels and tires on it. Well, not new wheels, but just tires. And big truck tires for the back. So yeah, I believe I owned this kit way back in the day, the 74 Plymouth Roadrunner, and the one that I bought was the original Dukes of Hazzard Daisy Roadrunner kit when that kit was still kind of available. I mean, you could probably still find that nowadays, but I think the safer and more cheaper option is probably buying the MPC re-release, and besides probably comes with better decals. Which I actually really like the stripes on this. And you know what? As I started building this thing, I really got an appreciation for this year Roadrunner. Everyone says that this car is very, very ugly, which is weird because I also hear people say that the 71 through 72 is ugly. And I'm like, okay. So I've kind of come to the conclusion you can't satisfy everyone. Everyone's going to call something ugly. I've even seen someone call the 70 Superbird the ugliest car ever made, so you can't please everyone. That's the best way I can describe it. So, what do I think about this kit? This kit kind of sucks. I mean, for what it is, it's not bad. I feel like it's a bit overpriced for what it is. I think this is close to a $30 model kit. It's not terrible. It's kind of like if you've built the MPC either generally or the recent 69 Charger, not the snap together one, the glue together kit, the old mold, not the good snap together one. It's a lot like that. It's very, very similar to it in a lot of ways. Even the way that you assemble the front suspension and the rear suspension is almost identical. Hell, even the chassis is shaped kind of similarly. I think it's just an alright model. It goes together and you could build something nice looking without putting in that much effort. I worked my ass off on this one because I wanted to make it look perfect and rusty and amazing. I didn't want to go all shiny because I did a lot of shiny builds recently, and I don't really want to do another one for a while. So, taking a break from shiny and doing some more dirty and grimy things. I know everyone's like, Mike, you got to do post-apocalyptic stuff, and I am going to be, and I'm going to show something off in the video later on. I think you guys are going to really like. But yeah, I want to kind of talk about this kit a little bit more before we start moving on to other things. This is going to be the main thing of the video after all. I think I'm going to title the video after it. Big spot there. I didn't realize that would be visible until everything was glued in. You could still see the white styrene there. That's a bummer. But yeah, look at the whole bottom of this thing. It is almost 1-to-1 with the MPC Charger. Very, very similar to that kit. I do like this kit, though. I will say that. It feels a lot less tedious than the MPC Charger was. There's a lot of things with that kit that I really don't like. But there is something that I do need to address with this car. And I will show it off now, because... oh boy, alright. Well, the biggest problem that I have with this, look at that gap, and that's on both sides. That is atrocious, and I've tried everything. I was going to detail, I was going to rust this, I was going to do all of the inner fenders, everything. I was going to detail it up so nice, but then I saw that after I had everything assembled, and I just went, fuck, well, guess I'm not doing that. So, that's a bummer. Real big bummer there. But yeah, I mean, besides that, I think that despite me working my ass off on this thing, I'm pretty damn happy with it. I did the rain marks again. I haven't done them in a while. I've kind of had the bottle just sitting. I shook it up recently and did rain marks all down the side of the vehicle. And for some reason, they turned green. They were like a tannish color, like a whitish color. But now they're green. So it kind of looks like just like moss and other nastiness. I actually kind of like it. Maybe it's just how it reacted to the paint. I don't know. It looks cool, though. I actually kind of like that. Made it look really dirty. For the chrome, I shot it with Krylon matte finish first to kind of dull it out a little bit so it's not super, super shiny. And then what I did afterwards was I sprayed on this Krylon rust paint, the same color that I used to base coat this thing before I put the salt on. And I just sprayed it from really far away. I just misted it a couple times, and I did the same thing to the wheels, into the rear bumper. And I think it turned out pretty good. I actually kind of like that effect. This is kind of a rusted chrome. You can still see that it is chrome, but it's just got rust over it like it was just sitting rotting. So next I want to talk about a diecast that I have seen literally nothing of on the internet, but I will show it off now. Here we go. It is the Greenlight 77 Dodge Monaco police car from the Terminator. Absolutely beautiful. Probably one of my new favorite diecasts. I adore old cop cars. Vintage cop cars are my thing. I love them. They're one of my favorite things ever. If I could get a vintage cop car, it would be a 77 Monaco. Everyone loves it from the Dukes of Hazzard with it being all white. Something about it being all white with the gold emblems just doesn't do it for me. I think just the black and white with the tan interior is the best look for these things. I love them. I kind of wonder, I don't know, if you bought a vintage cop car, is there any like special paperwork you have to fill out or something? Because I mean, it was a cop car at one point. You obviously you're not gonna fool anyone with it, you know, nowadays. But like, I know you probably can't turn on the siren. It's definitely not a thing. You probably can't even install it, or the lights or anything. You probably can't turn those on while driving. Obviously, no idiot's gonna do that. But I imagine probably have to follow some rules with a vintage cop car. I would buy one. I would buy a 77 Monaco. Look at the taillights. That is gorgeous. But yeah, I mean, this is probably... I mean, my only complaints is, of course, there's no opening hood and no opening trunk. But besides that, this is a phenomenal diecast. And another complaint that I have is that the steering wheel is way too low. It's not as bad as the MPC kit where it's literally sitting on the seat, but I'll take it. So yeah, that is the 77 Dodge Monaco from the Terminator. Love it. Now I'm going to tease the thing that I was talking about in the beginning of the video. 3, 2, 1, boom. I bought another green light Mad Max Interceptor. Mostly because my last one is kind of crap. And I just wanted to kind of redo one of them. And I kind of remembered why this thing is such a disappointment. I don't feel bad about taking these things apart and customizing it whatsoever, because it really is a disappointment to me. No opening hood, no opening trunk, just doors. The blower sits to the point where it's almost cartoony. The side pipes are bad, and it's also really short compared to an actual 1/24th scale Ford Falcon. I put it next to the Aoshima one. This one actually, it's like missing like half a car back here. It's like a really shortened version of it. It's weird. But whatever. So what I did was I put new wheels and tires on it. I meant to put these in the back as well, but my set of those broke, so I can only use those two up front. So it's a lot more raked than I wanted it to be. I didn't want it to sit like that, but I'll take it, I guess. And I had a comment asking me, are you going to make it like the Road Warrior, going to make it like Fury Road? And I'm going to try to make it my own thing. You know, I mean, it's still going to be Mad Max, obviously, because it's Mad Max's Interceptor. But I want to maybe do windshield armor, just something cool. I don't want to cut out the trunk, because I did that on my last one, and it was literally the most tedious and most annoying thing ever. It cost me a lot of money to do that, because I had to keep buying blades for my Dremel, because the metal was so thick that my Dremel blades kept breaking. That wasn't fun. Cutting out the trunk of this thing, it sucked. So I'm not doing that again. And yeah, so we're not going to be getting to this for a little while, because I'm making something, and I'm going to put that into a different video as well. I think you guys are really going to like, and it'll be cool. And also, I just want to say, we are at 990 subscribers, and I just got to say thank you, everyone. You guys are awesome. I do this, you know, I record my stuff that I build as a hobby, and I'm glad to see that other people really like it and give me good feedback, and it's been really, really good. I love doing this for you guys. I love hearing you guys' feedback, and it means a lot that you guys, you know, come to my videos and, you know, enjoy my stuff, even if it's as simple as just saying, hey Mike, you know, that's cool, and just leaving like a small comment and stuff like that. And it means a lot, you know. I never thought that I would ever get any kind of responses on my stuff, but yeah, thanks again, guys. If we hit 1,000 subscribers, that's gonna be crazy, but we are 10 away from that. That's insane, you know. So yeah, I mean, everyone's just like, oh man, you can monetize. I got a comment saying that you can monetize your videos and stuff like that. To be honest, I don't really want to do that. I don't want to start putting ads and stuff like that and making money off my videos, because then I'm going to feel like I'm obligated to make videos, and it won't feel like a hobby thing that I'm doing to show off stuff to my friends. It'll just feel like, oh, I'm just doing this for work. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's hard to explain. You guys might disagree with that, but yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys next time. We won't get to this for a little while, because that other project's going to be pretty big. But yeah, I will see you guys then. Have a good one.